Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. In today's episode, the main goal, the main intention actually is to guide you through the main astrological energy for June 2024. And then in the second part of the video, I will guide you through the first major transit that we will have, which is the new moon in Jupiter, in order for you to better navigate your private life and business. Saying that, let's start. By the way, if you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe or to comment, and this will really help me to improve the format of the video and also to really help me to grow the channel. So thank you in advance. Saying that, let's focus our attention on the overall energy for June. The overall energy for June, we have, I would say, two main energy divided in three parts. Yeah, it's a bit complicated. Why? Because the first 2 weeks of June, we have are dominated by an air element. Why? Because the 25th of May, Gemini just entered in Gemini. Jupiter just entered in Gemini, so the element is mainly air. And we have 5 planets that are in Gemini, so main air element. Then the 17th of June, and the 17th of June, we have Mercury and Venus that just enter Cancer, and the 20th of June, the Sun will enter in Cancer. So we have water element the third week of June. Then the last week of June, again water element, because we have another big transit, which is Saturn return, that is in Pisces, starting from 29 of June till 15 of November. So let's say the energy is split in two parts. First part is mainly air element, with a lot of communication, a lot of Gemini. It's all about communication because it's ruled by Mercury. A lot of communication, and we have fast communication, I would say, because to be precise, we have 6 planets in Gemini. So we have the Sun, we have the Moon, we have the Sun, the Moon, we have Jupiter, we have Mercury, we have Venus, and on top we have a dwarf planet that is called Sedna. That is the main planet that is ruling all the artificial intelligence. There is a lot to say about this dwarf planet because we'll stay with us for 29 years. So I will dedicate another video to Sedna in order to understand better that kind of energy that can influence our private life and business. Saying that, fast energy from Gemini. Then we move to 17 and 20 of June, where we have another energy, because it's a Cancer energy. So we have Mercury and Venus on 17th of June, and 20th of June we have the Sun that is moving to Cancer. And this is an important energy because it's like an energy that is it's really emotional, it's really vulnerable. So it's an energy that is inviting us to connect, to do a sort of check-in with ourselves, to see how we are feeling in a specific period of our life, and if there is something that still we need, for example, Cancer is really connected a lot to family, to roots. So if, for example, we didn't receive love when we were a child, we will focus to give ourselves the love that we didn't receive during childhood, for example. So it's really a checkpoint that also you start to feel what it is correct for you in life, in your personal life, in your personal relationship, in your personal business. So it's really important. But let's say Cancer, it brings a lot of emotional burden. So you might need to release a lot of emotion in the third week of June. Saying that, we move to 29th of June, where we have Saturn. Saturn is moving retrograde in Pisces, and that brings another theme we will discuss as the weeks will pass by. But the main theme here is think about what you have outgrown in your life and try to release it, because Pisces, it's all about representing the end of the zodiac. It's all about, okay, I outgrown a specific aspect of my life, and it's time to integrate it and finally release it. So ask yourself, I cannot stand anymore in my life? Is that a relationship? Is it a friendship? Is it a job that you continue to do because you receive a paycheck, but you really don't care about that? So think a lot about that. And try to release it. So to say in another word, the main energy for the period, first 2 weeks of June will be mainly air element, and the last 2 weeks will be mainly water element. But also it's important to notice that in the last 2 weeks of June, you might be more intuitive. Why? Because the water element from Cancer and Pisces influence us to activate our third eye, and so we will feel more intuitive. But because Jupiter is still in Gemini for the next 12 months, let's say that the mind will always try to doubt your intuition. So pay attention to this kind of pattern that might be really evident starting from the third and the fourth week of June. Saying that, let's move now to the first part of June, to deep dive the first part of June. The first part of June, it's really interesting because we are starting with one transit, the 4th of June. The transit is Uranus, that is in Taurus, but is moving to a new degree, 24 and 25th degree, so to a new territory. And so let's say that this transit is, Uranus is represent expected and expected, and is shaking what is no longer serving you. So expect around 4th of June some things in your life that might be shaken because you already outgrown them. And so the initiator will be Uranus in Taurus. And then if you will notice in the end of June, when Saturn, the 29th of June, will start to go retrograde in Pisces, you will need to understand what was shaking all during the first 3 weeks of June, finally integrated and release it with Pisces. So that's the main energy and concept to guide you through, helping you navigate better with energy. So 4th of June, depends in which area will start with shakes, depends where this transit is passing in your birth chart. If you have difficulties, you can check. You can send me an email to beyondyourpatterns@gmail.com, and I will be glad to guide you and to share with you in which house of your life is moving this energy. Then the 6th of June, we have the new moon in Gemini. All the time that we have a new moon, it means that the sun and the moon are conjunct, so are always together. Every new moon, as I repeated in my previous videos, every new moon, it's really important to set new intentions. So everything that you want to manifest, it's really important to set this intention the 6th of June in order to get the benefit during the full moon. So the full moon will be towards the end of June, and will be a full moon in Capricorn. So saying that, the new moon, it's about the new intention, and in order for the intention to be super effective, you should check where this new moon is in your birth chart. So in which house is the new moon passing through your seventh house, then you can set a new intention to manifest, for example, new partnership, new committed relationships. Is manifesting your sixth house, then you should be committing to a specific diet, to a specific work routine, to a specific health health checks that you have to do since long time. So pay attention and be intentional in which house is manifesting your personal birth chart. I repeat, everyone is unique, so to be more effective, check that. Then, as I said, this new moon, in this new moon, the energy is quite a lot, because we have 6 planets in Gemini. So what does it mean? That it means that in the first 2 weeks of June, we need to be really flexible, the symbol of the archetype of Gemini. We need really to be adaptable. And it's also good in a positive way to try to understand also other people's perspectives, because it's all about Gemini. And Gemini, it's all about social media. So will be a heavy energy about social media. Gemini likes a lot the quick chat, superficial chat. So you will see an increase all over internet of short format of video. So if you like, this is a marketing advice actually, if you like really, if you are good also, depending on your birth chart, to compile and in a simple way, short video format, they might go really viral, because that's the main energy of Mercury. So I see that most probably TikTok short video will go really viral. Also, YouTube short video will go really viral, because the attention of the people will be really low, and there is a lot of communication all over these 5-6 planets in Gemini, and everything might be can be really overwhelming. And I will explain in a while how you can better navigate this overwhelming energy. Saying that, another important aspect of this new moon in Gemini, also because we have 6 planets in Gemini, it's also about understanding the power of our mind. Gemini is ruled by Mercury, and Mercury is ruling the lower mind, while Jupiter is lower the higher mind. What does it mean? That Mercury, it's all about, and so Gemini, it's all about mindset. So in this period, you will be called to pay attention to your mindset, so how you are talking to yourself. And for example, when you wake up in the morning, do you say, I must get up, I need to go to work? Well, you can rephrase it, so you can empower yourself, be more intentional every morning. It's all about the power of your choice. You can say, I choose to get up and prepare a beautiful breakfast and go to work. So you choose. You're not passive. You are choosing. You are being intentional. So that's the main energy. This energy is inviting us to understand the power of our mind. Second aspect, we have an energy that it's all about not conforming, because Gemini, it's usually they don't like to conform, and we see this aspect. You see this aspect a lot during the 6th of June, because we have that the new moon is trining Lilith in Libra. So it's all about empowering ourselves. Lilith is an instinctive feminine energy that she stood in her sovereignty, she stood in her authenticity. So it's all about going, take back your power and live authentically your life. Another aspect about authenticity and inner sovereignty is emphasized by Pluto in Aquarius, that it's all about human right and freedom. And another aspect is about Mars, because we still have Mars in Aries and Chiron in Aries. So it's all about remembering who you are. And it's all about the topic of I am. And so empower yourself, because you are you're aligning yourself with who you are, and so you live your life authentically. So the lesson here, which is a lesson, the lesson here is to achieve sovereignty, you need to achieve mastery in your mindset, mastery in your thought. So that's the main lesson. Third lesson about this new moon in Gemini, it's about discipline. As I said before, there will be an explosion of social media. Social media will be so overwhelming that you will need to discipline yourself. Also because during this period, we have Sedna that is trining Pluto in Aquarius, and Sedna represents the archetype of artificial intelligence. So there will be, in the month of June, a spike of artificial intelligent new program, new activity, new feature, and blah, 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 that you will be bombarded with new feature by any kind of platform that use artificial intelligence. So pay attention. This energy is so overloading. So how you can ground yourself? How can you go back to center? You have two ways. Gemini, to reply in an easy way, Gemini Gemini rules the hands and rules the lungs. So the easiest way to go back fast in your center is to do a lot of deep breath work. When I say deep breath work, is not about just watch your breath, but do an intensive deep breath work for 30 minutes or 45 minutes in order to go back to center from this heaviness of social media. Then, because Gemini is ruling the hands, in order to go back to center, you can do any activity related to hands. So, do you like painting, for example? Then you can do paintings in order to regain balance and to ground yourself. Do you like gardening? Then you can, in order to decompress yourself after an intense activity of communication, intense day of full of communication, emails, and so on, you can go to do some gardening activities. And do you like sewing? This is really good because there are activity, all these that I just mentioned are all activities that can help you to focus, to regain focus from all the overwhelm situation. Saying that, I trust this information was really useful to guide you towards the month of June. And if you didn't subscribe yet to my channel, don't forget to subscribe, to comment, and to put a like. That will really help me a lot. Thank you very much, and see you in the next episode. Bye.